Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I really appreciate you taking the time to see what I have to say, even though it's not life-changing. For those of you who are not new, are returning, I deeply appreciate you, one. And once again, I apologize for not filming anything for, gosh, the past year, I'm going to say. Oh, it's been a while. It has been a crazy year. I guess almost a year and a half, I guess. The biggest life-changing thing for me is that within the past year and a half, I have lost 3 of my dogs, and it totally crushed me. I am a total dog mom. I love my dogs like they're my children, and the first one we lost was our boxer Gunner. He was my baby. He was the favorite. I know you're not supposed to have a favorite, but I had my favorite. My boxer was my favorite. He was fine. He had some hip issues, so he would walk on his front paws. But one time we let him out, and he fell down the stairs to get outside. And when he got onto his side, he kind of had a seizure, and it scared me to death. So we got him up, and he just sat down on the patio. So I sat there with him for a while, and I was talking to him, and because that's not a good sign that when they do that. And he was over 10 years old, so boxers are about 10-year-old dogs. They only last 10 years. Some of them, a select few, do last longer, and they are a total blessing when they do that. But he seemed okay. He came back in the house and got some water and that kind of thing. So I thought, okay, he's gonna be okay. It was just something that happened. He'll be fine. He'll bounce back. And I was in my office, and he came back into my office and came up to me with his face and just collapsed on the floor. And I thought, he's not going to be fine. This is not good. So we took him to the vet, and they said that there was really nothing that they could do. So we put him to sleep. It devastated me. It was so hard to let him go. But, it happens. As you can see, it still, it still affects me. And then Athena, our husky, we had to put her down in January. There was something wrong with her brain. I can't remember the term for it, but it wouldn't function when she went to walk. it was like she would forget how to walk. She couldn't figure it out. And when we finally, and she wouldn't eat, she stopped eating. She stopped being her chipper self because, I mean, you know, she's a husky. They're gonna woo 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 whenever they want something. And she stopped woo wooing, and we took her to the vet to have her put down. And every time we would take her to the vet, she would get so excited because she was one of 5 when she was home. And she was the only girl until we inherited P. And she would be so excited because at the vet it was all about her. And she would go in there and woo 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 woo, and they could always tell when Athena was here for her appointment. And we took her in when we knew she was going to be put down. We had made that decision, and we took her in, and she was quiet. She didn't say anything. We got her back to the room, and the vet techs came in. She's like, I didn't even know Athena was here. I didn't hear her. So, yeah, she went in January, and a couple weeks ago, my German Shepherd, Jasper, was put down. He was going blind, and he had lost his back legs function of his back legs. And him being such a large dog, and you can't get into our house without going upstairs. So it made it really hard. Both me and my husband have shoulder issues, so we couldn't pick him up every time he had to go in and out of the house to go to the bathroom. And because he was going blind, his world was shrunken down to the living room, and outside when he had to use the potty. And, you know, we're like, if he, like when he would go downstairs, he would go and then, you know, fall on his hips or whatever. And we became worried that, you know, if he were to fall and actually break his hip or twist it, and it would be on the weekend or at night, we would be screwed. And then he would be in pain. So his quality of life had gotten to the point where we took him in and we had him put down. As pet owners, it's your responsibility to speak for them, and when they are in pain or sick to the point of they're not coming back from this, you have to make that gut-wrenching choice to let them go. And it is so hard. You always look back and say, could I have done more? Did I put him down too soon? You know, are they going to think I let them down? It just really sucks. It is so hard of a decision to make. And in the past year and a half, we've had to make it 3 times. Because we got all of our dogs, you know, really close together. So Gunner was just over 10. Athena was 12. I think, yeah, 12. And Jasper was 11 when they went. So they all lived a full life for their breeds. And it's so exhausting and so difficult to face that, and to know that, you know, they went to the vet not knowing that they weren't coming home. It just kills you. It does. It is so hard to deal with. But that is one of the things that you take on as a pet owner. I had mascara on today. It's rare that I wear mascara. It really is. And now it's going to be running down my face. Wonderful. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And where'd it go? We recently have a new addition to our family. Come here, baby. Oh, baby. This is Toby. He's really tired now because it's like 10:30 at night, so he's a sleepy puppy right now. Yeah, but he's my guy. He was 8 pounds when we brought him home 2 weeks ago. And he's now doubled in size and in weight. But he's doing really well on his potty training. And I don't think he knows his name yet. We're still working on that. He can sit. And like I said, we're doing really well on potty training. He'll go to the door when he has to go outside. But you have to be quick. Because chances are he has played to his heart's content. And before you know it, it's like, oh gosh, I have to pee. And then he goes to the door and sits like a good boy, but sometimes he pees. So, you know, we have to stay on top of that. But he's doing really well. Aren't you? Yeah, he's sleepy tired. They don't stay small for very long. Okay, I'll put you back down. Oh, big yawn. Okay, go ahead. I won't bother you anymore, I promise. Oh gosh. So, he's doing okay with the other dogs. My lab was the first one to reach out, and he still will growl at him, especially, oh, you gotta come up here on my pillow, especially if he gets to the nipping. And Toby, bless his heart, he wants to play so badly with big dogs. And Casey will tolerate him for a little while, and then he becomes irritated and he'll growl. And Sammy, my lab Great Dane mix. He's doing better. When we first brought him home, he wanted nothing to do with the puppy. And I really think it's because he's grieving. Pets grieve. And, he he noticed that Jasper didn't come home. And Jasper was the doggy daddy. He's the one that raised Sammy and Casey. So I think the first week he was just grieving the fact that his dad wasn't there, and so he didn't want anything to do with the puppy. Now he'll lay there and he'll let the puppy paw at him or lick his face or that kind of thing, and then he'll only take so much, like 10-15 minutes later he's had enough. He'll growl or not really snap, but just kind of just get away, I'm done. And P, the pug dachshund mix that we have, we got her from my stepson who gave her up, so we took her in. And she wants nothing to do with Toby. She's like, nope, sorry, not gonna do it. Get him away. So he's not making fast friends, but he's doing okay. It'll get better. So right now he's sleeping. So sweet. Oh boy. Oh, but falling off on my bed here. Oh. Other than that, we did go on vacation. Gosh, it's been like 6 or 7 months ago. We went to Iceland, England, and France. So I might post an in-depth version of that later, but it was nice. It was a great trip. I love Iceland. It's beautiful. And we also went to my parents' house in Georgia for Christmas. And so we've done some things. I haven't been able to focus. I mean, this past year has been so hard on me as far as the dogs. I just kind of gave up, basically. My mental state has been pretty much in a really dark place lately. To the fact that I've plumped up to 225, and so I've got a big belly and a big butt and floppy arms, and I never thought I would be this big, but here I am, living the dream. And it's just, my motivation isn't there to do anything, and I really have to do something about that. My brother is trying to get me out into the gym, and then of course we got the puppy, so I'm on puppy duty when I'm awake, and then a puppy sleeps with me, so I have to put the gym on hold and until I get my puppy situated and potty trained and everything. I also wanted to start painting. I have a space for it, and the canvases and the paints and the Floetrol and brushes and all kinds of things. But then my husband surprised me with the puppy, so that is on hold until the puppy gets potty trained, and then I can be away from him to go to my studio area. I mean, it's a room in my house, but it's upstairs and he's downstairs, and so I really want to wait till he's potty trained. But I really wanted to start painting, and I like the pour painting. I've watched Molly's Artistry and Olga Solby and a few others, and I thought, you know what, it's so beautiful, and it looks like something I can do. And I enjoy art. I've always liked art. I mean, you know, music, art, reading, writing, all those things interest me. So I'm hoping to really get deep in it this year. And I want to do a craft fair starting in like for Christmas time. Craft fairs, I guess they start in November. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. But I have some ideas for canvases and jewelry that you make out of paint skins and coasters. And then, of course, I've been a photographer for years. So but I've never sold my pictures as art. And so I've got the pictures from all of my trips that I've taken. So I'm going to have some of those printed out and sell those. So my art fair, or my craft fair, is going to be my paint pour art with the coasters and the jewelry, and then my photography art, and we'll see what gives. We'll throw it out there and see what gives, and if nobody wants it, then, you know, I've had a good time doing something, and it's going to be, oh well, it was a good time. But hopefully I can make a few bucks, at least make back my money that I've spent in the supplies. That'd be nice. But we'll see how that goes. And then theatrical wise, I'm hoping to at least do one play this year. So we'll see what happens. I'm coming out of my funk. I know I've been in a funk for a long time, with the weight gain and the loss of the dogs, and me just not having any direction. I'm going through menopause, so my hot flashes oh my gosh. When my hot flashes hit, it could melt icebergs like this. I mean, and it's inside. I mean, if you don't have hot flashes yet, count your lucky stars, because it literally feels like I have a fire inside my head, and it's just radiating out, and I get hot, so hot. You want to just like rip off all your clothes, and you're not really ever in an appropriate place to do that. So, you know, you really have to tone it down. And I'm usually cold, so this is a whole new experience for me. I'm either freezing or burning up. There is no in between. And I can eagerly await the day when the hot flashes subside. So I'm going through that too. And it's just, the past year has just sucked. And I'm really hoping to pull myself together to start exercising and to start doing things that I enjoy. For the past year or so, I've just been existing. I've been a couch potato, which probably adds to the extra weight. And I mean, I don't pig out. I've never been a big eater, but it's just from the stress and the sitting and the crap. See, this is a thing with menopause too. Your brain just goes south. I don't have direction. I have no direction. I'm just a boat bobbing up and down in the sea trying to survive. And I want to change that. I want to get back in shape. And I want to get into this painting And maybe that plus the new puppy will light my fire again. Not the one inside, because God knows I have enough heat going on inside. I just need that emotional fire to take off and let me do something and be happy again. That's a problem right now. I was just not happy for the last year and a half. I just existed. And I've got to change that. So, yeah, here's to the next year. May this year be a great one. May I get my stuff together. And, if you're out there and if you're in a fog, in a funk, just directionless, what is the word? Directionlessness. Without direction. Without direction. This is the place for you, because I don't have any direction either. And I don't know how to get it. I'm just, figuring out my life, and you're more than welcome to come along. So any tips or tricks you have to regaining that fire, that creative fire, let me know, because right now I got nothing. I have all of these ideas and things going on in my brain that I want to do, I want to see, I want to accomplish, and there's a big part of me that's just like, why bother, so I've got to fix that, and I'm not really sure how to do it. I'm hoping that setting these goals of getting in shape, getting my painting off the ground, hopefully doing an art fair or craft fair or farmer's market, whatever they're called, and doing another play, and just getting that fire for life back. That's what I want to do this year. I mean, I just turned 55. 55! Do you believe that? Oh my gosh. I am old. I mean, I've got gray in my hair. My hair is a lot less than it once was. It's like fallen out in handfuls now. And I'm way past fat. I'm just obese. And it sucks. My joints scream when I get up from being seated, and I don't like that. I want to change it, but I'm not sure how that's going to go about. My brother has been prompting me to go to the gym with him, so he's been showing me some workouts, but then of course the puppy came and I've got to put that on hold. So hopefully I will get my life together. And if you're in the same boat, come on in. We'll take turns rowing. We'll get through this together. But so that is my life right now. It's a hot mess. Emphasis on the hot, and not in a good way. And we'll just see where this year takes us. Hopefully someplace better and more positive. But we'll see what happens. So if you've made it through the end, God bless you. If you have any tips and tricks for me to get through this fog of not having the motivation to do anything, through the fog of being down and depressed, please, by all means, let me know. I would love to hear from you. And I promise And I promise this time I will actually respond. I know I have been terrible about that, but it's one of those new leaf things. I'm going to try to do that. I'm not going to, I don't want to get your hopes up. But please do, I read all the comments. It's just that my brain goes in 53 directions at once, and I go to click or like a reply response thing, and I lose it. The dog barks, or my husband wants something, or something else pops up on my screen, and squirrel. It just, oh gosh, it's terrible. And now I've got something in my eye. Ow. Okay, but anyways, for reals this time, thank you so much for giving me your time. I really appreciate it, and I promise I'm going to get better at this. Hopefully you can come along on the journey, and hopefully we can have some fun videos. I'm going to do some fun videos, just get off the negativity and the down stuff, and so. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. I'll let you go. God bless you if you've made it through this far. I know I go into these rambling tangents and it's bad, but I will do better. I promise. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.